We would like to thank all the possible investors that can make it out to be here today to learn more about Desk 2.0, presented by myself, Rasheen Hill, John, and Mike. When taking a look at the executive summary, Desk 2.0 will be a travel ready desk to use on the go, able to fit inside of a briefcase or backpack, a modern look to the business world, and it can be propped up on a sheer window tile or metal surface using two suction cups. In our basic model or terms of thinking when we presented this topic, we wanted to make this desk accessible to people that's always on the go and always need to do work while outside of the office. A lot of times people run out of time doing work inside the office, so we wanted to give people the opportunity to do work outside of the office. Our target users will be consultants, travel salesperson, project managers, students, and hobbyists. Students is a big one because a lot of times we spend up studying and really can't spend all our time in the classroom. So we'll be able to travel while on the go. Maybe if it's commuters, they can spend time traveling on the bus, or also our consultants traveling from place to place and handling their clients at home, not always in the office basis. And they'll be able to carry this product in a briefcase and use it in their homes without taking up too much space, but also keeping their space at a minimum when they're trying to be neat and organized. Now we'll be moving on to our materials and design slide. The materials needed is a white or clear plastic rigid surface, flat suction cups, sustainable and recyclable items. We want to create an eco-friendly environment towards our employers and our employees that will be purchasing Desk 2.0. The designs needed will be 25 inches in width, 8 to 9 inches in a stowed away form, and we wanted to create this 8 to 9 inches in stowed away form so it won't be too bulky for our users. Holds a maximum weight of 30 pounds, and this is to include the laptop space, the book space, the pamphlet space, as well as loose leaf paper space. Our price point is a total of $250. We didn't want to go too much on the high side or too much on the low side, so we figured $250 would be the perfect price point when we're creating this eco-friendly Desk 2.0. We will now be moving on to our value proposition slide. Desk 2.0 customers are regularly on the go. As we stated before, this whole product was to create an easier way for employers or employees to complete work while they're on the go and they might not have enough time to complete their work while in a business setting or in a work environment. Commute to work via public transportation or flying out for work. Supplemental workspace or shelf space to the one they already have. Geographic locations will mainly include urban and suburban areas worldwide, and age range from college students to business professionals. We wanted to create this wide variety of age range to let people know that when using our product, we know in college things might pick up intensely and quickly when you're trying to meet deadlines. So completing work while on the go and also completing work while in a classroom or in a business environment will prove substantial when using Desk 2.0 when you can use it at any time. Now we'll be moving on to the game creator. When acting as a briefcase or work bag in its collapsed state, Desk 2.0 can be used to carry work materials. Made from 100% recycled plastic, priced at $250 with manufacturing costs totaling 35% of retail price. Available through direct website sales from online retailers like Amazon and through brick and mortar retailers like IKEA and Staples. Desk 2.0 houses a 0.5-inch thick slot that allows for storing papers inside the surface component. We also took a look at what customers and their pain and which they wanted to avoid it. Waiting to get back to home base. This home base motto is waiting to get back to the work environment or school environment. No one should have to wait to get back to where they can do work efficiently when they can always have it on the go. Traveling to a client's home with limited space. Management at times cannot provide such resources. Customers working with a big organization at times have to stay late at work in order to utilize viable desk space. Hinder innovation due to the same scenery. And the hinder innovation due to the same scenery is big because oftentimes employees as well as students tend to doze off when they're used to doing something in the same environment. So providing them with this Desk 2.0 will always get them to broaden their horizons and do work in a different atmosphere at different times.
In discussing the direct competing product offerings against Desk 2.0, we want to highlight the product shortcomings of the ones we selected. With Desk View, the width of the desk surface doesn't allow for easy transportation in a piece of luggage or a work bag, and it also doesn't allow it to convert to a separate piece of luggage. With the Jarvis standing desk, the product is too large to be transportable and it must be assembled. And same deal with Mojo Desk. It's too large to be transported and it must be assembled.
In analyzing our potential market, the one crazy stat we'd like to point out that we came across in our research is that if those with jobs compatible with telecommuted just half the time, which is roughly the national average for someone with a job like that, the corporate brick and mortar office savings, coupled with the savings that individual employees would realize from not having to do an actual commute, would total over $700 billion per year. In teaming with potential industry partners, specifically the motivation behind teaming with an urban office or an IKEA is in regards to the flexibility of their product portfolio. They offer a lot of simple designs and products that offer flexibility, and we think that our product would fit very much into their portfolio, and we hope that they could help further our design and help make Desk 2.0 the kind of collapsible piece of furniture that we hope it could be. In choosing our proposed distribution channels, we feel like we really have a good mix of customer exposure with brick and mortar retailers like IKEA, Target, and Brookstone. Ventures like that are going to require a formal sales pitch on our part to their buying teams in order for them to distribute our product. But with direct website sales through a Squarespace subscription and online retailers through an Amazon subscription, we're going to be able to receive added benefits related to online marketing and customer review spaces and things like that. So we feel like with this mix of channels, we're going to be able to have the most eyes laid on our product.
In laying out the different advertising and product promotion avenues we want to go down, we just want to highlight the fact that each one is unique in cost, reach, and cost per customer, but we think that we've chosen the right mix of different channels that reach the most customers in terms of those who'd be interested in our product, specifically Instagram users, which span all age levels and professional domains at this point, industry publications, in addition to like more scholarly ones like the Harvard Business Review and Journal of Accountancy. We think airline magazines would be great for travelers to become aware of our product and to be aware of new gadgets that may be on the market, such as ours.
On this slide, we lay out our startup timeline for our venture, and that's going to include the product development, production, sales, distribution, and marketing campaigns that we laid out in previous slides. In terms of protecting our proprietary information, that's basically going to be our product design, and we're going to secure that through non-disclosure agreements, trainings that we develop on protecting the information, as well as intranets and extranets that are going to include information that only us and our trusted third parties have access to. We want our legal structure to be a limited partnership in order to reduce the risk to the founders to only the amounts that they would invest in the venture. And then finally, in terms of required facilities and technology, we want to make sure we secure an ERP system that will house our accounting and supply chain functions. We're happy to report that our financial model predicts profitability by year 3 in all scenarios that we present. We present a high, medium, and low scenario, and these scenarios are based on a few assumptions. One is price discounts when sold through distribution and retail channels as a percentage of MSRP markdown. Also, cost of goods sold as a percentage of MSRP. We use 35% in this case. Furthermore, sales and administrative expenses as a percent of revenue or gross margin, we base that on the industry average. And then finally, for marketing, we anticipate needing a big slug of marketing dollars in year one for a national launch of something to our scale, at least $250,000. In determining our cash flow needs from investors, we simply want to make sure that we're attaining a positive cash balance at the end of each year in any scenario. So any cash required is simply going to be used to cover any losses that we project in a particular year. In communicating our capital requirements, we want to resonate with investors such as yourselves who may have experience in our industry, have an interest in an advisory role on growing our business. So therefore, we're looking at a medium to high involvement, someone who spells out their own goals for our business, and can provide insight on the needs of customers that we're looking to serve. When we talk about college and university and possibly airline investors, we're hoping that mutual benefits can be achieved in the sharing of a customer base. From the team at Desk 2.0, we thank you all for your time and consideration of our business.